That show is so good. You gotta watch it, man.
I've totally watched all the episodes.
No, you haven't. Don't you lie to me right now. You gotta watch it so we can talk about it.
How do you find time to watch television? I don't understand.
What do you eat dinner? When do you eat dinner?
I eat dinner at the dinner table.
At the dinner? No, it's not in front of the TV like a regular American?
No.
See, that's your problem.
It is my problem.
Your lifestyle is thoroughly un-American.
It is. I'm spending way too much time not doing things.
Away from the TV.
When I could be doing multiple things at once.
Oh, hello. Welcome in. Welcome to episode 27 of the Mustache Ride podcast. Of course, I'm one of your co-hosts tonight, Sure Man Cool. And right here next to me, I think this is the right direction, the Dirty Tooth. Dang it, wrong direction.
It was close, though. You had a 50% chance.
Yeah, I think I do that same direction every time, thinking I'm doing the opposite of what I did last time. Anyway, how the heck are you, Tooth?
I am pretty good. Pretty good today, actually.
It sucks that we only get to talk once every 2 weeks, you know?
Yeah, I know.
And then we only get like an hour.
Yeah, it's not good. You totally go offline. You block me until the next episode. I don't really appreciate it, but it's, I guess, whatever.
It's like mental well-being, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
have you ever met yourself, Tooth?
No, I try to avoid it, honestly. Like, I took the mirror down in my bathroom. I like
no mirrors in the house.
Yeah, I plug my ears when I'm alone, so I can't even hear myself think or talk or anything.
No, Tooth, of course, I joke. It's a pleasure. It's a privilege to be your co-host on this podcast, my friend. This podcast that we record twice a month. Every other Saturday, right here live at twitch.tv/Mustache Ride Pod. We'd love it if you joined us like so many people do throughout the night, talking in chat, helping us out with our various segments, writing into mustacheridepod@gmail.com, all that good stuff. We'll talk about it more later. But tonight, we have a lot to talk about. We have a few topics, more nebulous topics tonight, because I think we've been finding we're talking too newsy, and we want to get more relatable with things and more nitty gritty when it comes to streaming and content creating and playing video games and stuff. And so we have some fun topics for you guys tonight. But first, we got to get into the age-old segment, the segment we keep threatening to rip away from you guys, but we just can't bring ourselves to do it.
I'm going to get rid of it.
It's not going to be me.
It's my fault for sure. But until then, rock it or knock it.
Rock it or knock it, baby.
And this is a segment where we ask you in chat or in the YouTube comments to type rocket if the video game character that we have put a mustache on totally crushes it. If they need to grow that bad boy out. Or if we're shaving it off, then you type knock it. But we need you to do that because we can't make we just can't make the decision ourselves. If
it was up to us, it would always be a rocket.
It's always a rocket because it's a mustache. No matter what, it's a good one. We can't. Yeah, but they're not always good. But we got some doozies tonight, and we're gonna get into it with the number one. Who do you think it is? Because you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. We barely talked about it. I said, "Is rocket or knock it ready?" And you're like, "Already done."
Already done.
I have no idea.
Give it to me. Give me just a guess.
Just a guess. Squidward.
No, it's not. But it is Jake Sully from James Cameron Avatar.
That. You're crazy. Look at this guy.
Look at him. You know, I tried really hard to try to figure out a way to tie it back into his hair because that's sort of the Avatar thing. Sure. I just couldn't figure out a way to do it to where it still looked like a mustache and not a weird thing going on.
I like it. The thing I like most about Jake Sully's mustache is that being an avatar, former human, but avatar, he turned into an avatar, and it just seemed like there's no resemblance. There's nothing left that just screams human, right?
Yeah.
Everything's all disheveled. His hair it's all like weirdly knotted, and he probably never showers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the
not at all.
one aspect of his body that screams well kept, it screams human. Do I need to say it?
You
It's
don't.
the mustache.
It's
It's
the
the mustache. I'm gonna say it anyway. It's beautiful. Honestly, it's awesome. And I think with that context, I mean, I don't know how you don't rock it. I don't know how you don't rock it.
I agree. And look at I can't remember her name, but she's just like back there like, oh my god, I'm so lucky to have Jake Sully with this mustache
Yeah.
to save the day.
The only avatar. Is there a name for their species, or are they just they're all avatars?
I
know they're from like Pandora. Is that or is it like planet Unobtainium?
We're showing our very mass lack of knowledge for James Cameron's Avatar.
Look, I saw the first one a long time ago. It's just Pocahontas. I didn't see the second one. So Navi, thank you, Rep Zombie in the chat. Shout out. Navi, that's what they're called.
I did not see the second one either.
That's kind of weird. She wasn't blue in The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
That's true.
Kind of strange.
It is strange. But either way, I think tonight Jake Sully's going to rock it unless YouTube says different. And we're going on to number 2. And I want another guess. It's not Squidward. Although that'd be a good one.
Okay. My guess is Mr. Beast. Jimmy Beast.
It's not. No, it's not. No,
Dang
it's a yellow Pikmin.
Oh, my next guess was blue Pikmin, so I still would have been wrong. But
Still
wow.
wrong.
Oh my god, it's amazing. It's bigger than his head. But it doesn't look wrong.
So here's the thing. I took the Lorax mustache right off of the Lorax's face, and I put it right on a yellow Pikmin because it just works. It's just, I even put the eyebrows on there. It slaps. It's a good mustache. Yeah.
I thought the eyebrows were native.
Nope.
To the Pikmin.
Are
all Pikmin smooth?
Yeah, all Pikmin are smooth, I think.
There are no Pikmin with hair.
I don't think there's any fuzzy Pikmin.
Huh.
I've never played Pikmin, but they all the ones that I've seen are smooth.
Yeah. Well, boy, he must be like a wise old Pikmin, you know.
He kind of reminds me
mustachioed.
of like a Papa Smurf kind of vibe, you know?
Yeah, I could see that.
Like they hang out in the smooth people, you know, court where they talk about smooth people stuff.
Yeah, the smooth people court.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you talk about smooth people stuff?
No, I'm not a smooth person.
You're not a smooth person.
I have a mustache.
Yeah, I guess this guy's kind of he's probably lonely.
Yeah.
This little Pikmin.
He is a lonely.
Only one with a mustache, but he's like the one Pikmin that actually gets respect from anybody. These Pikmin just get thrown around left and right, blown up, chucked into oblivion. This guy, he's like the advisor to.
He survived. He's been through it all.
Oh, what is his name? Olimar?
Olimar?
Isn't that his name? The Pikmin guy?
Oh, I don't know.
He's in Smash Bros. That's the only reason I know.
I looked this guy up, and his name was Yellow Pikmin.
Well, I think you made a great choice. And if it's up to me, I rock it personally, but it's not.
I think tonight, chat still says rocket for this one. So YouTube, you're just gonna have to agree. I mean, it's too one-sided for.
I can't imagine. You got to be crazy to knock this one.
I agree.
Yeah,
we're going for the mustache turkey tonight. Okay, the mustache.
Can I get one more guess?
Get one more guess in. Can I get? Do you want a hint?
Yeah, little hints.
Pokemon Days is coming up, right? You know.
Okay.
So that's coming up.
We've done a Pokemon before, right?
We have done Pokemon before. And we've done Ash Ketchum.
Did we do a Pikachu? Never mind.
I think so, yeah.
Doesn't matter. You would have had the answer already if that was it. Growlithe.
Good choice. But no, it's not.
Damn.
It's
That's so wrong. I mean, it works. It kind of works, but it's like, oh, it's like that Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
I feel like the tails of it should be going down the side, like the sides,
Down the
his
side,
face.
down his face. Yeah. Well, I
Because
thought
he's
that
laying down.
I thought this was like, it was like he's like chunked up like this, and it's just like rolling over his stomach, you know?
Okay, yeah. I love that.
Imagine you roll up on this guy, he's blocking your path sleeping. You don't wake him up.
No,
You don't even
yeah.
try.
I mean, Poke Flute to wake up a Snorlax. Mustachioed Snorlax. You pull out the Poke Flute, you're trembling, you're scared, and then you choose not to. And your
Yeah.
Pokemon journey ends because, like, really? You're going to wake this guy up?
I wouldn't wake this guy up
He's going to belly bump you
for
back
sure.
to Pallet Town.
Yeah. And you're done.
Yeah.
You're done at that
And you're
point.
done. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't show your
Surely.
face again. How do you mess with mustachioed Snorlax? No way. Well, you know, he rocks it tonight too, according to chat.
Looks like we got unanimous decision.
Mustache Turkey.
However, if you're watching this later on YouTube, feel free to comment your opinions. Very few comments could sway the decision. So
you lost your chance, YouTube. I'm telling you right now, you lost it. They rock it. I make the decision.
Well, there it is.
Or sometimes I don't. And if I don't, then it's because you sent something into mustacheridepod@gmail.com for me to put on here, and I didn't have to do it. But as long as I do it, it's rocket every time. Every single time. And that's just how it is.
Nice. Well, that's
good about
fun.
those ones. Those ones are good.
Yeah, those are some good ones. Yellow Pikmin's my favorite.
Yeah, Yellow Pikmin
that's my favorite one
too.
in a while. Yeah.
I started with Snorlax, and then I got to Yellow Pikmin, and I was like, oh man. Do I need more than Yellow Pikmin?
Turns out,
I felt like I could have stopped there. That could have been the best one.
It would have been quite a feat to get like a picture with Olimar and all the Pikmin, a bunch of Pikmin.
Yeah.
And then just put little mustaches on each one. But that would have been epic.
That would have been epic.
But a lot of work.
I don't think about epic things sometimes.
No.
Sometimes I do.
But like for example, right now, this next section is going to require you to think about quite epic things, like what you've been doing over the past couple weeks, my friend. What epic shit have you been getting into? Ooh, did I just? Ooh,
we gotta bleep that. Oh my gosh! Do you know how hard it is to bleep things in post processing? Oh my god. Okay.
Put me away, YouTube. Put me away.
Get this man out of here. Demonetize this. Okay. So what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks is I beat God of War. I did that. It was epic. It was awesome. I think we talked about last time maybe that I was almost finished. Well, I finished it.
Yeah.
That game was a killer, dude. The end of everything was so good. I ended up I didn't go home. I didn't know that I needed to.
Oh yeah.
But I ended up like somebody told me, and so I pulled it up on YouTube, and then I watched like the final scene where Thor is there. It was so wild. Spoiler.
Okay, we're talking spoilers then. Okay.
Yeah.
What happened when?
Spoiler.
I missed the final stream of God of War. What was your reaction to finding out like when they saw the mural at the very top of the mountain, and the mural and the curtain or whatever flutters back, and you can see like Kratos dying, and then he finds out Loki is his name. His name's Loki.
I was actually kind of really confused the whole time because I saw all the like the things going up, and then when Kratos like opened that one, and then he started to walk out to where Atreus was, I was like, oh my god, Atreus is gonna kill. Like he's gonna kill him right now.
Yeah.
Like this is how this game ends.
Is this about to happen?
And I was like, wait, he's in the next one. I was like, I don't know. Like I was totally not sure. But then that whole thing was epic. And then after that, after watching the final scene with Thor, I ended up watching this YouTube video, and I can't remember the name of the guy that did this YouTube video, but it was all the history and lore of God of War from the first game
Nice.
all the way to the 2018 one. So I didn't go to all the way to Ragnarok because I haven't played that one yet, and I don't want to spoil that one. But dude, Kratos is at a rough life, man. Poor guy. Poor guy.
I guess, it's all about the decisions you make, right?
True.
And the path you chose. It's the path he chose.
He chose that path.
We don't have to get into all that lore, but I think if I'm thinking of the same video, it's a really, either way, any sort of like retrospective, like full timeline analysis kind of thing or breakdown. I love those videos, dude.
Such a good video, so informative. I really liked it. Yeah. It was so good. The game was awesome. And then I have a new game lined up. It's Fallout New Vegas. And so that one's coming up next. And I have a couple other games like on the list, like Last of Us 2 is on there. Somebody just redeemed a new one called Bard's Tale that I've never played before. So there's a lot of games in the backlog. So I decided instead of starting a new game right away, a long game, like New Vegas is going to be a long one, I decided to go into some of the games that I've downloaded. Like I bought a bundle that had like 100 and some games in it. And so I went through. I've been playing some indie games to sort of break up the monotony of like the really long, where it takes me a month, 2 months to beat a game. So I played A Short Hike and I beat it one stream.
Nice.
The name is a little deceiving. It is a very long hike. It is a 4-hour hike that you'll take. It's pretty long, and I didn't even 100% the game. And I was like going back and thinking, I was like, oh my God, like I didn't even get that person. I didn't find that person's watch. Like I didn't like, what are they going to do? But it's a really good game. It's really cool. It's like you can set the level, like it's a pixel game, or it can be a really smooth rendered game. So you can actually set what it looks like.
That's cool.
So that's really cool. So that was off of a bundle that I got on itch.io. And then I played Unpacking for the next stream, and I beat that in one sitting. That game was really cozy, really peaceful game. And after you go back and look at it, it has a really complex story that you don't really like. I don't think you really get like in the first playthrough. I think you had to play it a couple times. But then like once you understand the story, you go back and you're like, oh man, like no wonder I was like really uncomfortable in this one part, and then like it got better in this part. That's crazy.
I've heard a lot of good things about Unpacking. I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I started it. Snoozeville, dude. That game is boring. And that's like I understand the artisticness of it. Not a word spoken in the whole game, and they still are able to tell a story via the items you're unpacking and the various locations throughout this person's life. Really cool way of storytelling. But boy, I couldn't get through the first couple levels without just wanting to quit, wanting to be done. Boring. I've moved a lot in my life. I don't need to. I'm trying to relax, not stress. Where does this go? Oh, it doesn't go there. It's red. It's red. Why is it red? This goes there. That's where it goes in my house, but I guess not in this house.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's.
I ended up raiding somebody that was playing the game afterwards, and they took everything out of the box and put it on the floor, and then put everything away. And I was like, oh, weird. I just took one thing out of the box at a time and just moved around the house and put one thing away.
No wonder
it was so hard.
That's what I did too. Maybe that helps. You see, being able to lay it out and see everything you're working with. Start with the big stuff.
It definitely does. That. It definitely does. Yeah. So that was interesting. Yeah. So that was a pretty good game. Very pro strat, but it was a good game. I liked that I was able to like play a couple indie games. I think I'm going to do that from now on, where I just like break up the games and just throw in some other ones that are like short, maybe 1 or 2 streams or something like that.
Nice.
I've been playing Overwatch 2. It enrages me. I am angry every time I play it almost, but I love it. I'm going to play it more. I want to play it right now. I want to stop this script that we're doing right now and stream that instead. But I hate it also.
Well, what do you think? We haven't talked about this. What do you think after the show, after we cut the recording, we keep the stream going for a bit? Maybe maybe try to figure out a way to, stream a game or two of Overwatch for the live chat. The
Yeah,
people that are here live.
I think that'll happen. I think we'll figure it out.
Let's talk after the show.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
But I like it. I hate it. I like it. I hate it.
Yeah.
I've been playing Minecraft. Of course, there's a Minecraft update coming out soon, 1.2. There's a lot of cool stuff that's happening in it, a lot of different items that are getting added to it, a new mob that's coming in, some cool stuff. But with Minecraft, I just competed in a competition hosted by a streamer friend that I have, Captain Clutch 64. He did this community Minecraft build where they started this world. They set out little plots, and they had people just competing where they told you what to build, and you had 5 minutes to build it. And so it was like a really fast, like speed build sort of thing. I ended up winning it. I don't think that I really necessarily deserved the win after seeing some of them, but I did win it. It was voted on. I got chosen.
There was really some stiff competition. It was fun to watch for sure.
Yeah, it was good. People were really good in that amount of time. It was really surprising.
Shout out to Captain Clutch 64. It was a good event that he put on. It was fun.
Yeah, it was really good. He decided that event he was going to give out a couple of prizes, so it was a really fun thing to be a part of.
Congrats
really
on
cool.
winning.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It was sick. I built a pretty memey looking SpongeBob in it.
So. Oh, did you? That must have been toward the beginning.
Yeah, that was the first build, was the SpongeBob.
First one I saw when I popped in was the Twitch logo.
Yeah, I thought that one was pretty good. I thought I did a pretty good
job
on
one.
the Twitch logo.
Yeah,
I like that. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Sort of outside of stream. I've been helping my dad lay some flooring at my grandma's house. So I'm getting pretty good at laying flooring. Maybe I'll go into it professionally. I won't do that, but
you could come do mine.
I could. Yeah. I'm gonna go
help yourself.
I'm gonna go do your floor for sure.
I got a couch. You could come hang out, come stay here, do my floors, and then leave.
That sounds great. That sounds like a good plan, actually.
That sounds like a good time.
That does sound like a good time.
I don't want to do it.
No, I would do it.
Yeah.
I would have to do it.
Yeah. And that's fine.
You would just watch me do it.
Yeah. I'll make you lunch.
Oh, okay. That's worth it.
Some lemonade.
All right. I'll get a plane ticket tomorrow. No big deal.
Sick.
I've also been trying to think about like some outside of games. I've been trying to think about different stream things that I could do / like upgrade / always trying to think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a constant battle.
It's a never ending ladder. You just keep going up the ladder of upgrades for your stream room or your setup
all the time.
Beautiful.
And I got a haircut today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looking pretty fly.
Thanks. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, that's enough. That's about enough of you.
What do you mean?
I think I've had enough.
I think
I've had enough.
I thought this was my episode. I get to do the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I think I've had enough of hearing about what you've been doing and stuff. I'm kind of sick of it, frankly.
Fine.
I want to hear about me.
Fine. Tell the people what you've been doing. Tell the people.
Okay. Well, tonight I actually don't have as much as normally. I could probably think of some little things here and there, but mostly also yes, I've been playing Overwatch 2. It's always been like this. Just to reiterate what you said, it's always enraged me. But I don't know. It's like Call of Duty back in the day too. Always used to piss me off. Yeah. But I just keep going. Yeah. Like I'm addicted, I know this is bad for me, but I can't help myself. Yeah. But Overwatch feels more wholesome somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I love it though. I just love it so much. I love the characters, the lore. I love playing the different people and the different voice lines and emotes, and it's just so much fun. And the community is not that bad. That's not that bad.
They're not as bad as the Call of Duty community.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, yeah. It's
It's not as good as my experience in the Valorant community.
Oh yeah.
I have a lot of love for the Valorant community. The people, randos in games. Maybe it's my region or whatever, my servers I'm queuing into, but love the Valorant community. It's always so good. Overwatch, maybe it's just because it's been around for so long, so many jaded people, but it can get bad. But either way, I just love Overwatch so much. No matter the tilt,
I think
I
I
just
think
can't.
Valorant is your region. I've literally had people just like not say anything the whole game. We lose, and they're like, "You're the worst Jet I've ever played with in my whole entire life." I'm like, "Oh my god, bro."
Well, I
Okay.
mean, maybe he's trying to help you out. You know what I mean? Like,
He might be. He might be.
no. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm lucky. U.S. West, region, bunch of nice people over here. Just a bunch of
Chill.
real
Just chill in the
stand-up
West.
people. Yeah, citizens. Rocket League, I love it.
Imagine playing Rocket League.
I love Rocket League. I love the characters. I love the lore. I love the story. Love the gameplay. Love the different cars.
I would never
Great.
play Rocket League.
We just played it just a little bit ago.
Oh shit! You're not supposed to
And
tell the people.
we were running drills, and you were improving. You were getting better.
I almost scored a goal in game
in one of my lobbies, in like a champ lobby,
in
dude.
a champ
yeah.
lobby. Oh, we're talking about you. Sorry, this isn't about me. Keep going. Continue.
Hey, this is about me because I enabled you to almost score that goal. So
that's true. You did set it up.
Not to toot my own horn or anything.
It was a good pass that I whiffed.
Well, no, it could have been better. If it was a better pass, you wouldn't have whiffed.
If I would have done the drills before we played the game, I would have scored.
We'll work on it.
Yeah,
we'll work on it. Yeah. I've been playing Rocket League. It's great. Last night, actually, I played some Apex Legends. Fun stuff, trying to get better at that game, yada, yada. The narrative doesn't change. I play it once or twice a week, expecting to get better. I'm never going to get better at that rate. I got to actually consciously play it, trying to improve, watch some YouTube videos, take notes, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't. And so I'll just keep complaining. I'm pretty good at that.
Is that game dead? Is it dead?
Apex?
Yeah.
It's not for me to say.
Or is it not for me to say? Is it just going through growing pains?
Maybe a transitional period, sure. But I think with the release of the new season just recently, it's not I don't know. At least in my opinion, I can't imagine that it's had a big bump in returning players like normally they would in between seasons.
Yeah.
Because they took away arenas, they took away game modes.
Yeah.
They added team deathmatch, which in my opinion isn't very good. But again, I'm biased because I don't play as much as Apex main.
Yeah.
And I suck, so I'm mad at the game.
I didn't update after I learned they didn't have arenas anymore. I didn't update it to the new season.
Oh, loophole! Damn.
I mean, I can't.
You still have arenas?
No, I can't play it. But I did make it. I did program a custom game mode exclusively that you can play with me, called Arenas.
Yep. Okay.
And I'm calling it Apex Better Legends.
Whoa.
Origins.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a
Isn't
new
that
game.
what they were gonna call that that single player game they were coming out with, Apex Origins or something?
Yeah, I ripped it off and Shadow dropped it.
Oh, you hacked their mainframe.
I did,
and
yeah.
Took the source code.
Stole
and rerouted the encryptions.
Yes.
And made it your own game.
Yeah, all that nerd stuff. Yeah, I did that.
Wow.
Yep.
Look at you.
Look at me.
Anyway, back to me. I played some Apex. It's good. Good stuff. Sons of the Forest just recently released a couple days ago. Yesterday? A couple days ago? Something like that. I bought it. I downloaded it. I played it. It's pretty fire. It's pretty good. It's good. It's like The Forest, but it looks nicer.
Mm-hmm.
And you have like a zombie dude. It's hard to explain. Your helicopter crashes, and you get up, and you see some person on the ground writhing in pain, and you're like, "Hey, bro, what's wrong?" and he stands up and looks at you, and he's like all out of it. And I'm like, what's going on, bro? And I look at his ears, they're all blown out, bleeding. And so I write down on a piece of paper, like, hey, go get me some sticks. And I show it to him, and he reads it, and he goes off to get some sticks. And then he comes back and he has sticks. And I'm like, that's kind of sick. I like that.
Yeah.
His name's Kelvin. He seems like a nice lad. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, but there's lore there. There's got to be some sort of explanation.
Yeah, there's got to be something.
But it's cool because in the forest, I'd be like, okay, I need sticks or I need a rock, and I'd just like scour the area for whatever I needed. Now I can tell him to go get it. I can follow him, and then I can just repeat whatever he did, try to find whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sons of the Forest. It looks really great. I only just started it. I've got like maybe an hour and a half in it, so still got a lot to explore. But it looks so good compared to the Forest. Really a big upgrade. What else? Okay, that's it for games, really. I've been watching The Last of Us on HBO. I'm probably gonna keep bringing it up every episode until it's over. But holy hell, dude, that show is so good. You got to watch it, man.
I've totally watched all the episodes.
No, you haven't. Don't you lie to me right now. You got to watch it so we can talk about it.
How do you find time to watch television? I don't understand.
What do you eat dinner? When do you eat dinner?
I eat dinner at the dinner table.
At the dinner? No, it's not in front of the TV like a regular American?
No.
See, that's your problem.
It is my problem.
Your lifestyle is thoroughly un-American.
It is. I'm spending way too much time not doing things.
Away from the TV.
When I could be doing multiple things at once. God.
Anyway, yeah, I eat dinner, and that's when we usually sit down to watch the episodes.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and it works out, and it's great. The show is really, really good, and I'm just loving it. Loving it. This most recent episode was a banger, and I'm stoked for Sunday.
How many episodes in is it right now?
6?
6 episodes in.
Out of 9 total for the season. So we're approaching the end, and there's still a lot that needs to happen. And so I'm worried, but I'm also like ready. I'm so ready.
So I could wait till all 9 episodes come out and binge it.
Yeah, but then it's old news.
Yeah, but I mean, like, so what?
I mean, I guess, but you're like, okay, so imagine, I don't know, in 4 or 5 episodes, you're like, dude, I finished The Last of Us. Let's talk about it. And I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm good. What's next? Move on.
Last of Us 2 is already.
That was like a year ago.
That's true. All right, I'll watch it. I'll find.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to you.
I'm quitting my job. I'm turning in my notice. I'm just gonna spend my time watching The Last of Us.
Well, if that's all it takes, then why haven't you done it already? You crazy?
That's actually a good question. I don't know. Dang.
Sounds to me like you're not writing notes when you play video games and do stuff and live your life.
Nope.
Nope. That's right.
I don't ever.
Why not? Is it because it's like a really weird thing to do, just writing notes about everything throughout your day?
You know, I don't know why I don't. Okay, and I try sometimes. Like I'm not gonna show my notes app, right? I'm not gonna do that.
No.
But like, I have pinned notes, right? And if I go through here and I'm like, okay, like what have I?
You can pin
down?
Notes.
Oh yeah.
You can pin notes?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What? Like you have your notes.
You like hold down on it or like?
Yeah.
Pin. Bruh.
You don't write notes either.
No, I do, but I just add to the same note. Look how long my notes are.
Oh my golly, bro! That one
I
note,
just scroll all the way to the bottom every time
that's useless. Delete
to
that
add to
note.
another. No, there's a lot of gold in here.
There's
Gold I'm
no-
probably never gonna get to.
There's no gold in there. Anyway, I'll show this one. Like I have this one.
Ka-ching,
Cont-
ka-ching,
con-
ka-ching.
Content
Chicka, chicka,
creation
chicka.
goals, right? And then I scroll down. This one's long too. I have like streaming goals. I have future video ideas, like all that stuff. I have it.
Mhm.
I don't do that. Any of it. But I do it. I had to write it down sometimes. And then I even added the little thing that you told me about where you scroll down from the top and now
Oh,
you have a new
nice.
note.
Yeah.
And then I have this that sits beside me
Ooh.
all the time. And all that I
Nice.
have in here is Minecraft coordinates. How am I going to ever succeed with that? Besides having in-game diamonds. I can't even turn that into an NFT. I can't. What am I going to do
No,
with
you
this?
can't.
What am I going to do with this?
You're saying it's not sufficient?
It's not sufficient. I should be taking more notes, and not only should I be taking notes, but I should be listening to the notes. That's how you grow, right?
Yeah.
How
I don't know.
how do you like I feel like you could like write down a moment where you're like, "Oh my god, like this is so good in this game, like I need to go back. I need to make a video about this. I need to."
Yeah.
You're writing a script already.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a matter of like, because this is something I want to do too, write out more notes. I also I've got sticky notes right here. I've
Nice.
got another sticky notepad here. I actually just recently pulled this out of the garage. I have a whiteboard,
Sick.
and I pulled it out and I was like, sick. Oh, I've been wanting one of these. And then I like cleaned it up and I'm like, what was I gonna use this for? And so like every time I need a whiteboard, I don't have it. Now that I have one, I'm like, what do I even need it for? So I'll find something to do with it. But either way, it's always been in an effort to remember the things that come to mind, like the ideas that I have, and I need to write them down. What's like something quick? But I think what's more efficient, like maybe the better thing to do, is to go into writing notes with a plan. Because like if you're gonna be, say, making a YouTube video on the game that you're playing, well, maybe while you're playing it, instead of relying on the VOD or the recording, going back, scrubbing through it, trying to remember stuff, in the moment, maybe jot down a quick note.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, like maybe you can follow some sort of template or some sort of way to just remember key moments from the game, the moments in the game. But what do you think about that? Do you think that like, do we not do that because it like takes away immersion in the game? It just takes too long, or especially while streaming,
Yeah.
it's gonna break up the flow of the stream and the entertainment. That's like my issue, but I also feel like that those are excuses, right?
Yeah.
And it's just an excuse to not do that extra work. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think for me it is like a total excuse. I'm never so immersed in the game that I'm like that I don't get up and go to the bathroom or I don't answer a Discord message. Like what I could just take a note. I could,
Yeah.
like Zombie said in the chat, like the sticky notes app for Windows, like that's right there. Like it's
Yeah.
I feel like it is like a sort of procrastination / not thinking ahead, just like not planning your time well.
Yeah.
Just like not organizing your time, I think is a big thing for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because if you're organized with your time, then you can jot down a quick note, and it's not gonna. I think not gonna get in the way of
Yeah.
things. Especially if you're jotting down a quick note, you can maybe mutter a few words while you jot down a note. But then I think especially like while you're streaming, I don't know. As a viewer, I don't think I would mind if somebody was writing notes, when they felt inspired to, especially if they let me in on it.
Yeah.
If like like, oh, this is a good one, and I'm like, I just noticed this little thing, and so I'm gonna write it down. And then especially if you're gonna make a video later and you reference that thing, a viewer might be like, I was there live when he thought of that
Yeah.
sentence. I don't, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Um,
Yeah. It could be a thing. Like I'll stop like in a stream if I'm playing Minecraft to write down coordinates.
yeah,
So what's the difference in like really taking the time? And I think it all comes down to like just planning content, which you have to do as a content creator. I think like the problem that I see is that like going viral has like opened it up to us of like, all right, you don't always have to plan your content. Like it can just hit one time. But that's not the case. You don't see the back of house where everybody's like planning each one of those moments, hoping that that moment goes viral.
yeah.
They're just like,
Interesting to think about.
yeah, like every moment is planned in some streams. Like there's still that like candid thing that happens all the time, like the stuff that you could never anticipate. But like
It's live.
but it's live. That's the way that it
Mhm.
works. But they plan to be there to experience moments like that if it happens. And so I think it's just like I don't plan out any of my content. I just like wing it all the time. If I make a TikTok, I wing it.
Yeah.
If I stream, besides what game I'm playing, I wing it. Like I don't even think about what I might do if something happens in the game. And so then I'm not prepared for that like big moment, I guess, or like I don't prepare big moments or big things to happen. Like
Yeah.
I think I could.
Interesting. And you could. It's just having that forethought,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's tough. It's I would like to plan out a whole stream ahead of time and stuff, but I think the nature of live content is that you got to kind of it's like being a stand-up comedian. You don't plan for hecklers, or maybe you do, but you can only do plan so much.
Yeah.
It's a live format. There's going to be hecklers, and however you deal with that in the moment, I think that's what truly shows your skill, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're able to make a boring stream into an entertaining stream based on what you planned, and then adding in the live elements that come up, making it more fun, like that's like ideal. That's 10 out of 10,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But one question I wanted to ask is like, say, okay, in an effort to organize your content, like plan your content out more efficiently or at all, what are some note-taking tactics that you think, like, if you could think of anything right now? Like, for example, I was thinking, like, when you're playing through a single player game, writing out, like, I don't know, on a Word doc, like sound design, graphics, different like elements of the game to give your
Yeah.
opinion on it. Say if it's for a game review.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that would be like a good template to poke things in, or like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. And then have each subcategory. Like I think I don't know, maybe that just works for me, but having like a template or a sheet to fill out seems a little more manageable than just an empty sheet of paper. So like what other things do you think you could have on that paper that would help? I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Like I think a template would be really helpful. I've never been a very good note taker. Like even in like school, like I was terrible at note taking. I would just listen. And
Yeah.
then I never learned that skill of note taking. So I think a template would be really good. I think like writing down timestamps, or even like, even if it's not a note, like I still consider like if you were to put a button on your stream deck that like puts a timestamp in your video, in your VOD or something like that, or like you clip
Yeah.
a
A
moment, like
marker.
a marker, yeah, like I feel like that's like still technically taking notes, right? So like you could hit the time marker button and then you could jot down like whatever happened at that moment. And then like you're already like planning those moments ahead of time, those shorts or like parts of the video game review that you're like really interested in. Like you've time markered it, then you're like, uh interesting moment here. Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
Just as a reference for yourself to go
Yeah.
back into the VOD or the recording later to
Yeah.
check out that spot and be like, what was I talking about here? Oh yeah, it's this. Oh, perfect. Like I'll slot that into the video here. as B-roll or or as this.
Yeah.
I like that time, like writing down timestamps in the moment, because like right now, if we did something significant, I could write down, okay, about 50 minutes into the podcast, this is, boom.
Yeah.
Let me just mark that 50 minutes in, Tooth does a jumping jack, and
Perfect.
I'll go back and I'll clip that, and then I'll put it on a loop, and I'll make Tooth do 10,000 jumping jacks on a
That's
loop on YouTube.
That's a lot.
And then people will pull it up and go to sleep to it, and then they'll wake up, and you'll still be doing jumping jacks.
That's a good idea.
Feel comforted.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like this. Yeah, I'll make that.
I think another thing. This is sort of outside. This is outside of like you playing a game, but I think like if you're consuming content, even like a lot of times, like I'll watch a YouTube video and then I'll subscribe, and then if they're not popping up in my like suggested videos, I forget about that person. Or so like I think like writing down like, like when you're watching a YouTube video, like you're already like just watching it. Like you could easily just like write down like who the YouTuber is, or note in a notepad and be like, why is this video interesting? Like, why am I finding it interesting if you are finding it interesting?
So not just games, but for all content, all media, anything you consume.
Yeah.
Write it down in a note. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And I think it's easier that way to because I'm not the kind of person who's very opinionated in general. And so when I'm trying to like tweet something, it's hard to think of something to tweet, but like throughout the day, I think of things, and I always think that could be a tweet or something, but I'm busy, or I'll type it out and then I'll just save it as a draft because I don't like it when I type it out. But if I were to write it down somewhere else and just have it, I guess that's kind of what a draft is, right?
Yeah.
So that's smart. Real quick, just on the topic of subs on YouTube, how many channels are you subscribed to? Because multiple times this week alone, I've gone through my subscription list trying to look for a specific channel with varying degrees of success. How many channels are you subscribed to?
Over 181.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. I don't know how many you are.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 341 channels I'm subscribed to.
Okay.
On my main viewing YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
And I, even just going through trying to find specific channels for certain things or reasons and not being able to find them is really, really disappointing.
Yeah.
I wonder how that, I don't know what to do about that, but it sucks not being able to find the channel you want. So, but writing it down might help. That's just so extra. It's so extra to write down notes.
It is extra, but I think like as this, like if you want to be serious about this, I think that's a step you have to take. Like I've heard I've watched a lot of videos, a lot of like content creators talk about it. Like they think about that kind of thing. Like they take notes, like they're thinking about this process. And I think part of it is like not everybody can just go off the cuff. Like not everybody can hit the go live button and just like do a stream. And like if something were to happen, like their game stopped working. Like a lot of people, like I've seen a lot of people just in stream. They're like, all right, I'm done. Like because they can't, like there's a lot of people that just can't do that thing. Like they can't just like pivot from something that they've planned. And I think that's one thing that I like about me is that I don't plan anything. So like if a game's not working, I'm just like, all right, yeet, and I get a new game.
It's always pivot. Yeah,
it's always pivoting.
Nothing wrong with that.
And so I think there's a good balance in between like, all right, it's live content. You're going to have to deal with a heckler in the crowd if you're a stand-up comedian, and you play that into your set. You're like, okay, this could happen. If it happens, I'm going to play it off like this. That's the most you can plan.
Those are the best jokes.
Yeah.
Those are the best jokes happen when a good comedian handles a heckler in a good way.
Yeah.
An entertaining way. And not that viewers, Twitch viewers, live stream viewers are hecklers necessarily, but it's a comparable thing, you know? Yeah. But I can imagine if I was like working stand up, doing stand up, or even like I don't know, a professional gamer doing something in a live setting. I can imagine hecklers, people shouting things out. You're ugly. Well, I'm trying to do stand up comedy. That'd really piss me off, man. It'd really grind my gears. Might break a keyboard, you know?
Yeah.
I might punch a wall, throw a controller.
Would you?
I might, who knows? In the heat of the moment, I might rage, bro. It might happen.
You know who else rages?
Hey?
Gamers.
Yeah, that's true.
They rage, bro.
Myself included. You ever see me play Overwatch?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, actually, I got Rep Zombies in the chat right now. Our good buddy Rep Zombie. I begged this guy. I said, please download Overwatch 2. You won't regret it, bro. You're gonna be so good. You're gonna be so good. He downloaded it. Finally. So much deliberation. He downloaded it.
I was there.
We proceed to lose like 6 games in a row. End the night, and I'm like, sorry, man.
I felt so bad because I was like finally he downloaded it and we were playing and I was like, it was like our third game in and I was like, dude, fuck this game. I'm uninstalling it.
Yeah. And it takes a lot to get too pissed off at a game like that. At least from what I've seen, he's usually able to control himself. But like, just like any gamer, sometimes these moments of rage they just take us over.
I'm so enraged with that game sometimes.
Yeah. So I know we've got some examples, a curated list of examples of rage moments that the Dirty Tooth has come up with us for us today. And so we're gonna watch a few rage moment clips and maybe discuss a little bit about the pros and cons of raging as a gamer.
So I didn't really curate it to be a list of like specific games or anything like that. I found a YouTube channel. It's 8 minutes of gamer rage, number 103. It's a YouTuber. His YouTube is 47. That's the name.
Name of the channel?
Name of the channel is 47.
Cool.
So yeah, let's watch some of the clips. I think they're pretty good. And some of the case, I don't know what the games are. This person is speedrunning this game.
Gotcha. We'll
replay it for you.
Immediately goes for the camera. Yeah, I'm a couple seconds behind on the.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Like, and you could tell like he's getting irritated the whole time. Like he's trying to ignore it. He's trying to just get through to the cutscene.
What is this? Alien Isolation? What is this?
I don't know what that game was. I couldn't tell.
Wow, but what I like is that he immediately goes for the viewers.
Oh yeah,
the people that are watching him. Stop watching me! I'm embarrassed.
That's what it feels like. That's what it looks like. Oh man. Oh, it's a Resident Evil 2.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. That's Jill.
Yeah. So
it looked new. It looked like Alien Isolation to me for a sec.
Yeah. So poor guy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Happens.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us. This next one.
I mean, I haven't attacked my camera, but
no. I've never broke any of my gear. I've never slammed a controller.
Let's keep it that way.
Yeah. I've never broken anything, but all right. So this is another one. This is a game. Oh man, what's it called? It's the
Getting Over
It. Okay, this is Kai Cenat playing this game. Okay. Dude is just
Oh, dude had a full mental breakdown
Full
almost.
breakdown, dude.
Was he about to cry?
Oh yeah, dude. And I've seen a lot of people play this game and they're upset at this game, bro.
Oh,
He's
dude.
so upset.
I've seen Ludwig play that game. I've seen people play that game, and just like Jump King, I'm always like, man, I could do that. But I'm susceptible to this rage. I don't want to. Oh man,
It's bad. It's so
poor Kai,
oh,
dude.
yeah,
I
poor
feel bad.
dude.
That's the biggest thing about these rage clips is that I just feel bad because it's like
Yeah.
these are such raw moments in a person's life when they can't control that. Even when I am playing games and I just yell the F word,
Yeah.
I always like look both ways before I cross the road after I do that because I'm like because I don't want to just yell expletives. But
yeah, it's bad.
games, man, games.
Yeah, it's a thing. Like it's a poor guy, dude.
All right,
Just
hit me with another.
oh man. All right, next one. Dude, and I've seen a lot of this a lot of soccer clips like in FIFA, okay? And I didn't
Okay.
realize FIFA was such an enraging game. But I guess it is.
I'm not a FIFA guy myself. If it doesn't involve cars, then yeah.
This
Oh.
guy, man. Oh,
Dang, he just
oh, this is
he
a
went
different
for
guy.
it.
Yeah, he's like, and
Oh, oh. Oh my god.
he just, oh man.
Yeah. Dang, I can't tell what kind of controller that is. I wish I could tell if it was like a nice Xbox or PlayStation controller, or if it
Yeah.
was like an off-brand third-party trash controller. Because some of these content creators buy cheap crap so that
Yeah.
they can break it later,
I feel like
and they just have a bunch of them.
I feel like a setup like this, like you're pretty pro to have a moment like this. I feel like. I guess
That's
everybody.
what makes me think a lot of these moments are calculated.
It's gotta be like you gotta know that you're like, okay, if something happens like this, I'm breaking my controller today.
Like I show speed. He has a lot of those clips that are just like, okay, bro, like,
Yeah.
come on, dude, give me a break, But he like breaks something or like
Yeah.
overreacts in such a way where it's just like, all right, man, I get it.
The
But
speedrunners are the ones that I'm like, oh man, like that's rough. Like
that's
I know that they're upset. All right, here's another one.
okay.
No! No! I can't do this shit!
Ah,
It's the sound of something disconnecting from your computer for me.
yeah.
I'm like,
that's
you
when you
broke
know.
it. You broke
Yeah.
it. Oh man, poor.
Yikes! Well, let's run it back. Run it back. That last one.
Oh man, poor.
Man. Because this one
No!
is one of those ones that is just clearly not calculated. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I can't tell. She's going too fast. But it looks like a purple, a keyboard that goes with the theme.
Yeah, it seems like a setup thing. Like it's a whole setup, and she's. Oh, man,
Yeah, that sucks. I don't know. It sucks.
it does.
I feel
suck.
bad when like people raging is one thing, but when they start breaking stuff, I just feel bad because I can't help but think of the consequences of that.
Yeah.
Like if you break your keyboard, like your key. I guess you better hope you have an extra because you can't really use a computer very well without a keyboard.
No, you're kind of done. Like you're done at that point. Like what are you
But
supposed to do?
boy, it's entertaining. It's like watching a train wreck. It's like watching a car accident. It's like you tell people you're watching so that things don't get out of hand, so I don't get run over. But the truth is, like, you just want to make sure, like, you want to see the carnage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's you have to keep watching it. All right, you like Rocket League? Here's your.
I do.
The last two clips are Rocket League tonight.
Okay.
All right, here we go. And we were just talking about this save tonight too. Actually, we were just talking about it.
What did he do? What was he even hitting? His keyboard? Or
I think he was.
what is he hitting?
I think he was just beating his desk with his fist.
Boy,
Poor
what a
guy,
whiff
though.
too. He really screwed up. He really whiffed that. Like that was awful.
It was awful. I mean,
I'd be mad at myself too if I screwed up that bad. You know,
I
often am.
I missed some of those tonight, but I'm a noob. Like I'm a total noob, you know?
Yeah, and but I guess when you get really mad about something like that, when that's not you.
Yeah.
You know, when it's not what you would normally do. So
Yeah.
I imagine this guy's better than what that clip shows, but that clip made him look like silver rank, you know?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's crazy. All right, here's another one. Another
Last one?
Rocket Leaguer. Last one.
Okay.
Let me pull it back a little bit. Here we go.
Chad, am I even live, bro? Like,
Here's my favorite part about this one. Are you ready for this? The bottom left corner. 8
Chad,
of
am
10
I even
total
live,
subs
bro?
towards
Like-
a new mic. Immediately changing that to 8 of 10 subs for a new controller, bro.
Yeah. I mean, at least he didn't destroy his one and only mic. Most people have an extra controller lying
do.
around, but boy,
Yeah.
that sucks, dude. So you say you've never raged like that? You've never raged and broken something in
I've
your
never-
life? Like
I've-
all of your whole life?
I've never raged and broken something.
Good for you. That's
but
awesome.
but I have raged and like quit the game, like turn just cold turn off the Xbox without even like exiting the game. Like I've done some pretty like leave the room kind of things. But I
Yeah.
like my stuff. Like
Right.
I like it. I like all my
Shit's
stuff.
expensive, dude.
It is.
It's not worth it.
But
Well,
this is the
I've-
YouTube channel at 47 Rage. He's all the way up to 8 minutes of Gamer Rage number 104. So if you want to check that out,
4.
go check it out. I guess if you want to watch the chaos,
Yeah.
it's there.
Yeah. I don't know. The worst I've done is I'd punch my leg, like my thigh, like dang
Yeah.
it, you know.
I have done
and
that,
that-
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's myself. It's
Yeah.
it's fine. I'm not like socking myself in the head like some, you know, maybe you've seen that before. I've seen it in high
Oh,
school.
yeah.
I had friends or a friend that had issues and did that and really freaked the teacher out. It was something.
That would
But,
freak me out too.
She was like, "Get out." She said, "Stop that. Get out."
Yo, what are you doing right now?
What are you doing that anyway? But I've thrown my controller into the couch. So you pop off, turn around, chuck it into the couch, but it has that cushion. It's right in between where the back cushion and the butt cushion meet.
Yeah.
And so it kind of catches the controller and then lets it inside below the cushion.
It's like
and
a
so it's a
soft
nice way.
rage.
Yeah, and so it's like, yeah, you might pop a bumper here and there, you know,
Yeah.
a little stick drift, but
But you know how to
that's
fix
the
that.
worst it's ever gotten. And even that, it's not worth ruining a bumper, you
Yeah.
know? Bumper
think-
buttons.
That's like, you know, if you had a pillow next to you and every time you rage, you just like the pillow against the floor. And that's your
Just-
rage. Yeah, that's your rage pillow. I feel like that's what people need. But I mean, I've seen people like finding those videos tonight. Like I saw people punching like through their windows. I saw somebody flip their entire desk.
Mm.
That's crazy to me. Like I understand getting mad at a game, and I have like gotten mad
Yeah.
enough to do something like that, but like if that's your like you can't hate it that much, can you?
Well, the real issue is doing that, flipping your desk, breaking your monitor, your camera, your light, whatever, all of it, and then replacing all of that, just firing up your stream and going back to playing the same game.
Yes.
Like maybe I'm prideful, I don't know, but if a game's gonna affect me to where I'm gonna start breaking stuff, I'm not going back to that game.
And I'm playing that game.
It's not worth it. But
It's not
again,
for
it's
me.
not worth it to break stuff anyway. So
Yeah.
to be driven to that point, but then return for more, I don't know. I guess it's probably
It's too
similar
much.
to just being an Overwatch player, right?
It's too
I don't
much. It's yeah, I guess when you're an Overwatch player, that's just the way that it works.
Yeah.
You know, the thing that I was gonna show tonight is a bunch of gamer rage in tournaments. But dude, when I was watching some of them, like man, like the defeat on some of these people and how awkward the clips are. Like
Yeah.
the guy that wins, like I watched this one, it was a Madden one, and this dude the whole time for like 8 minutes was just like yelling about being cheated out of this game. And this
Ugh.
guy is just like the guy that's winning is just sitting there like, oh god, like what do I do? Like, do I win this game?
You turn the cheats off.
Like I'm obviously like just crushing him right now.
Yeah.
But-
And that's honestly, it's super selfish. It's like
Yeah.
when you lose, you make a scene, break something in a tournament setting.
Yeah.
It's very selfish. If you lose humbly so that the winner can enjoy their win. Like, but to lose, make a big scene, storm off, yell and make a scene.
Yeah.
And to take that limelight where then, you know, the person that wins can't pop off and be like, yeah, they don't
Yeah.
feel comfortable anymore.
Yeah.
They just sit there slumped over while you do your thing. And then they'll feel good about it later, I guess. I don't know. Whenever you're done, I guess. So I don't know. Gamer rage in a public setting, pretty selfish in that way.
Yeah.
Popping off when you win, do your thing, man. You know, I don't know.
There's a lot of rage in the Smash community. I will say that.
Yeah. There's a lot of good clips there. Yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
yeah,
Gamer rage.
that's gamer rage. Yeah, I mean, hey, let us know your gamer rage stories. No judgment here. You know, I mean, it's not something that I tend to partake in, but I'm not above it. I'm not better than anyone.
Yeah.
Tooth isn't better than anyone. We're all capable.
Yep.
But yeah, I can't think of, if I think of any stories from my past where I have raged, I'll bring them up next episode, but I can't think of any right now.
When Fortnite was in its prime and I played it a lot, it was the only game I was playing. I was real close
Yeah.
to controller into the TV kind of rage. Like that's the level that I was at, but I never did it.
Yeah.
Never did it.
Well, okay, real quick before we end this, because we've talked a lot of bad things, a lot of cons about rage, gamer rage. Can you think of any pros? I can think of one, maybe. Like in Rocket League, I find that, you know, people start talking mess. They start saying things in chat where they're just egging on, or they're
Yeah.
talking smack. And I think that helps them. I feel like that's not really gamer rage, but I don't know. I guess there isn't any positives. I don't know.
I think the only positive is that like if you recognize what you're doing and you sort of like, I don't know, like figure out a way to rage better. Like I know there's a Smash player, I can't remember his name, but he's like a pretty famous Smash player, and he just like abandons his last stock. Like when he's getting ready to lose, he'll just jump out and he'll just like leave.
Throw.
And it's that's a rage moment. But very rarely do you see him throw a controller. He does, but very rarely does he do it because he's just like, he's accepted it. He's accepted the defeat.
Yeah.
You know?
That's fine. I think that's healthier than
Yeah.
causing damage to anyone or anything.
Yeah.
But
As long as you
I'm
say
a lover, not a fighter myself.
As long as you say GG, you know. Or if you're playing,
isn't that funny? Because they usually the ragers, especially in a tournament setting, these Smash Bros ones, they'll lose, they'll turn, shake hands, and then go crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Or they'll go crazy, come back, shake hands, and then continue. And it's like, at least they're that respectful. The bar isn't very high, but they've reached it. So yeah.
It's tough out there to be a gamer.
Yeah.
To be
drop a
respectful
comment. Yeah, drop a comment if you have any game rage moments from your past. I think we all do it to some degree. Let us know what your history is, and we'll let you know if you're invited to the tournament or not.
Yeah.
There's no tournament,
There's
but one day there might be.
one
and
day there might be.
you'll be on my list of people not to invite. So let us know. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming by, for watching episode 27 of the Mustache Ride podcast. We really hope you had a good time. Remember, you can contact us at mustacheridepod@gmail.com if you'd like to participate in Rock It or Knock It, or if you just want to send us random questions or statements or funny pictures.
Be a guest on the show.
You want to be a guest on the
Maybe.
show, if you want to send us a picture of your kitty cat or your puppy dog, that's acceptable as well. mustacheridepod@gmail.com. And we might even show your furry friend on the stream, as long as we're talking about your pet. You can also reach us at our personal Twitch and YouTube channels on Twitter. All those links down in the description down below. Check that out. Check us out. We're live all the time on our channels. But as for this live show, that's about it, Tooth.
Is it
Any final words
Any final words
for the kids?
I would say if you're gonna gamer rage, make sure you take a note and write down the timestamp so you can make a clip of it to make it into content. That's content creation, baby.
Who are we rating, Tooth? Who are we rating out to?
Tonight we're gonna go raid